Hello traders, Gary Wagner here just before 11:30 in Honolulu, 5:30 in New York. It is Tuesday, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. Fire, fury, and power. It's a direct quote from President Trump as he issues his response to veiled threats by North Korea. We saw gold, which was trading pretty much under pressure for the better part of the trading day, pop up near the close, actually closing in positive territory, up about $2 to close at $12.66. $12.62 is my critical number. Silver also tracking higher on the day, up about 20 cents, closing at $16.46. This all in light of a stronger U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar closed up about 0.2%, 93.53, as we saw the equities markets as a whole here in the United States track marginally lower, still above 22,000, 22,085 in the Dow. That's down 33 points. NASDAQ down 13 points at 63.69 and 24.74, down 6 points in the S&P. Traders, absolutely no doubt, gold is attempting to find some footing today after trading to an intraday low of $12.57 and trading nominally, fractionally higher, currently up at about 40 cents at $12.6510. You can see that we've had a pretty significant range on the day with a high of $12.71. But what I find most compelling in terms of recent activity in the market is after a failure to trade above $12.80 and coming into some pretty substantial pressure, we have had lows over the last 3 days that have absolutely traded below $12.62, which to me is a very critical area. It's a 23% retracement of this most recent rally. But the fact of the matter is, the market has consistently closed above that price point since breaking above that back at the end of July. And traders, if you recall from recent comments that we have made, the key right now as to whether or not we are going to enter a full-blown correction after this pretty dramatic move to the upside, 1202 to 1280, roughly an $80 move, if this is the only correction in terms of depth that we're going to see, it's absolutely a shallow correction, and it absolutely alludes to the fact that there is significant buying going on in the precious metals markets and significant action based upon geopolitical tensions, not only with North Korea, but that oscillating probability as to whether or not the Fed will implement yet a third rate hike this year. Based upon recent action, my sense is that there is a high likelihood that this market will find support at about $12.62. And that being said, my sense is not only will gold prices take out the recent highs of $12.80, but I think that they will finally take a stab and break above $1,300 per ounce. And traders, if you recall from recent comments that we have made, the key right now as to whether or not we are going to enter a full-blown correction after this pretty dramatic move to the upside, 1202 to 1280, roughly an $80 move, if this is the only correction in terms of depth that we're going to see, it's absolutely a shallow correction. It alludes to the fact that there is significant buying going on in the precious metals markets and significant action. My sense is that there is a high likelihood that this market will find support at about $12.62. And that being said, if this area can hold right here, my sense is not only will gold prices take out the recent highs of $12.80, but I think that they will take a stab and break above $1,300 per ounce. And traders, one of the points that I tried to make in our opening letter today was even with dollar strength, and over the last couple of days, we've certainly seen dollar strength come into the market. But even given that fact, we have had some real resilience in the precious metals complex, whereas this morning gold was the only one of the four metals, gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, to actually be trading lower on the day. We now have a scenario in which, in terms of futures pricing, we have all four being bid up substantially by buyers, and it is overcoming any kind of dollar strength. We are looking at a basic dollar chart. This, of course, is a weekly chart. You can see that last week it made this exaggerated low close to our current target at 92. It did come up from there. Now we've got a slight gain on the day. And my question during the weekend, which I believe is still relevant, is are we looking at a dead cat bounce? Meaning, will we see the market clip up a little bit before moving back to lower pricing? Or are we witnessing some sort of bottom in the dollar? My sense is that we probably will see lower dollar pricing in the future. Traders, we saw an immediate reaction to statements by President Trump as he issued a warning back to Korea, North Korea, stating that there would be fire, fury, and power, the likes of which the world has never seen. That is a pretty intense statement, if you ask me, and that could absolutely take the current geopolitical turmoil that we have between the United States and North Korea and ramp it up to a whole other level. As I said on our technical study section, I am looking to initiate a long position in gold. I feel that it is held fairly eloquently in these current pricing, and we might just be looking at a very, very shallow retracement. Of course, I will send out a special trade alert to that effect. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.